Hey guys, Jay Majors here. We are getting ready for one of the biggest barber show in the country.
Yeah, the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl. It's in an arena, CT Barber Expo. We're excited about it. We have revamped our entire booth.
Your booth looks crazy, bro. They sent me the emails of the booth. Amazing job on that.
Thank you.
You know, you set in the bar, man. It's great to see Tomb 45 grow. You grow. It's a beautiful thing what's going on here in the barber industry, man. So
Absolutely.
I'm happy to have you guys here.
Thank you, man. So super excited about it, guys. There's gonna be a link in the description. Use that link to book your tickets because I want to show Jay that Tomb 45 runs deep, that we're deep, that we got a huge culture. So make sure you use that link so Jay can see how many Tomb 45 members are gonna come out. All right?
All right, man. See you there, April 21st, April 22nd, 2018, Hartford, Connecticut. Bang.
Alright guys, so this is an old tutorial that we recorded way back when we went to San Francisco a few months ago. It's a crop top, or my rendition of it, and here I'm pretty much just taking diagonal sections across the front and point cutting the shape, the fringe area really, like so. And he didn't have very much of anything going on, like it was just long hair. I think he had a taper before, and we're pretty much doing kind of like a low mid fade. So here in between the inner and the outer portion of his head, we took a section and we brought it over because we're literally just taking a traveling section, cutting it horizontally, just trying to pretty much create our base for what we're going to fade into, because I'm trying to keep that as squared as possible. If you see what I'm doing here is I'm kind of dipping down, and that's because I'm following his parietal ridge, and here I'm taking vertical sections, just kind of following his hair growth pattern all the way through. And once we get to the other side, like you see here, we'll get right back to that horizontal cutting across the parietal ridge. And guys, I know it might sound, I don't know, for like lately I've been getting a lot of complaining about it's not beginner friendly. Guys, this is as basic as I can get it to where, you know, we can slowly grow together. But trust me, this is beginner. There's a lot more to it, a lot more theory behind, you know, a lot of techniques that you'll see in these videos. And I'm just trying to make it as easy to understand as possible. It may seem like a lot of information, and you know, according to you guys in the comment sections, you know, you guys feel like I've forgotten about you beginners. I haven't. I just, you know, the content needs to grow as well. It can't be super repetitive either, right guys? So here I pretty much did a profile section right across the middle, so cutting vertically, and now you'll see I'm taking horizontal parts to kind of bring it all together. And I'm using my Tomb 45 scissors, if that's what you're wondering. These are 6-inch scissors. I think 6-inch scissors are pretty versatile. You can, like for me, I can comfortably cut scissor over comb and still cut, you know, the top like I'm doing, like so. And you can see, you know, I lift the hair up, but I'm not cutting it to the shape of the head. I'm kind of moving if you'll notice my fingers, I'll lift them so that they're, you know, straight across. They're kind of creating a squared shape. All right, now we're kind of, you know, giving some defining texture. And the reason why I cut the top, guys, is so I have something to fade into. So I have some structure on the top, and you know, I don't go up too high past the parietal ridge and ruin the entire haircut. You know what I mean? All right, and here I'm just kind of softening up the fringe area using a razor. All right, and now I'm applying Indestructible, which is Tomb 45's matte clay. It's one of my favorite products that that we have. That it's a new product. It's part of our pucks, our styling pucks, and we'll pretty much just kind of blow drying it, just drying up to where I can, you know, clipper cut with it. But you'll see that a lot of texture will start to come in. And like I was saying, you know, I just dried it enough to be able to point cut and add some more customization to the haircut. Just by thinning out the hair a little bit, gives it a little bit more texture, right? A little bit more movement and softness, because he's got some pretty thick hair. And like for wavy hair, there's, you know, I prefer vertical partings when I'm thinning the hair out, point cutting. And I started using a whole bunch of different products just to, because this is a class and I was kind of teaching different styling techniques, different ways to get pieces and of texture, like you can see here. That's pretty much the finished product as far as styling. That's why I used a whole bunch of products. It's not necessary, but I want to show the class, you know, the differences between the products and what you could cocktail product together, create a pretty dope, you know, customized look for a client. Now, one thing I do recommend, if you're gonna experiment and cocktail products, make sure you carry the products, you know, and you can write down the formula for your clients to get the look that they want, because they're gonna want the product. They're gonna want to be able to recreate that look, and that's one of the issues that I find a lot of, you know, barbers don't do enough. Like, a lot of clients can't get that look when they left the chair once they're home, because we're not educating our customers. It's not really selling to them, it's more so educating. If you educate people, that's the best way to sell, because you're giving them value, and in return they, you know, they'll either purchase what what you're using, or they'll support what you're doing, or you'll build loyalty with them. So you guys saw I debulked it with the number 4, I believe it was. Now we're using the same steps we always do. I'm blending down. I just used my 1 guard, so naturally the next guard down would be the half guard, and after the half guard would be the blade open, and then we take out that bald line. I'm only going to show you guys fading on one side. There's plenty of fade videos on my channel. I more so wanted to talk to you guys about you know, all the other things surrounding this haircut. And I think a lot of times when I don't explain every single step, you guys think I'm not explaining enough, and I really don't want to you know, I don't want to make things more difficult than they appear. Like sometimes you guys will even ask me questions like, why is my finger on the side of the blade? It's not even, that's just straight preference, guys. Now here I am using a technique, it's like a thinning technique. So, you know, just kind of softening it up, just like a thinning shear would do. By turning the clipper to the side like that, that'll soften that area up some. And pretty much we do these steps that I'm doing here all the way around the head to create that faded look into the dope crop top. I think it's a dope look on the top. Now let's define the C cup. And on this crop top, we're leaving the C cup dark. I know a lot of the crop tops that you see are going to be higher fades and stuff, but you know, he's coming from a taper. He's coming from something that's a little bit not so aggressive as far as the fade is concerned. So I didn't want to, you know, that's what he usually gets. For the sake of the class, he let me do my thing. So I didn't want to go too hard. I didn't want to go 0 to 100 on his haircut and be like, dang, this ain't what I usually get. So, and I just blended the beard in real quick, guys, and we'll finish off the bottom with the shavers using the corners in the tight areas. If you notice, I'm only using 1 foil because it's a tight area. So I like to define the edge just the corners really with the crop top, because I don't want it to look too blunt right in the front. So to leave that soft but masculine look, I did define the edges here using some point cutting techniques. This is a good technique you could use if you don't feel like stopping and grabbing your thinning shears. The thinning shears are obviously easier, but if you don't have any thinning shears, that's a good way to create a similar look. And here we're just using the thinning shears once again. You know, that again, I'm teaching classes, so I'm showing different techniques, different strategies, and what they're meant for. So guys, this is pretty much, you know, all of the haircut, the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Don't forget to smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget the CT Barber Expo tickets will be available in the description box below. I appreciate you guys as always. Much love to ya.